I hope I don't talk too loud. I feel like my dad's taking a nap right now. I don't want to wake him up, but we're here to talk shit, so I just might. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Zoe here if you're new, and today I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm basically going to be talking about all the reasons why I hate your zodiac sign. And I mean, sorry not sorry. I'm about to be real blunt. I did a why I love your zodiac sign video, so if you guys want to watch that, I'll link it down below. I have a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to make this intro super duper long, but definitely subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time your girl uploads a video. Oh, disclaimer before I start, because there's probably going to be some people who are upset about this video. There's probably going to be people mad in the comments. Disclaimer is that your zodiac sign does not rule your personality. It does not rule exactly who you are. Just because I say these things does not automatically mean that is you. So like, don't get offended by anything that I'm saying in this video, because I'm also going to be flaming myself up. All of my signs in my chart, I'm about to be talking shit. So this is literally just for fun, laughs and giggles. Don't take it too serious. And yeah, so we're just gonna get into it. We are starting off with an earth sign, okay, and we're starting off with Capricorns. And I do love Capricorns, don't get me wrong. Like, I actually have some really close friends that are Capricorns, but y'all be tripping sometimes, okay? Capricorns love to always think that somebody got a problem with them. They always think somebody is out to get them. They always think somebody got a problem with them. They always think that like everybody is so judgmental of them. Sis, nobody cares. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm like, we're genuinely chilling. Like, just don't take things so serious. Capricorns also love to cut people off. Like, they literally is just like, and it won't be for any particular reason. They'll cut like everyone off damn near without explanation to kind of like be in their own world, which I get. I'm an Aquarius, I do that too, but Capricorns are just dramatic. Like, Capricorns are also, and I'm so sorry to say this, but like a tad bit entitled. Capricorns, if they don't feel comfortable in a situation or they don't like you, they will be literally very awkward. If a Capricorn is comfortable, they're definitely going to be lit, party with my friends, have a good time, like woo woo, yes. But like, if they don't know that many people or they're not comfortable in a situation, they kind of shut down a little bit, but it kind of comes off as like the entitledness comes out a little bit, cross the arms, judging a little bit. Like, talk about is Libra. And like, okay, if you know anything about me, you know I literally love Libras. I don't tolerate any Libra slander, but y'all aren't exempt, okay? If you guys don't know, Libra is my moon, so I'm definitely talking about myself when I say all of these things. First of all, I mean, I think everybody knows this, but Libras are hella indecisive. They don't ever know what they want, ever. It doesn't matter if you're asking them what they want to do in life, what they want to eat tonight, if they like you or not. I promise you, they don't know. Leave it alone, because you're not going to have an answer. Big ass flirts. Boy, does a Libra know how to flirt. A Libra loves to flirt. Half the time they don't even know they're flirting when they're flirting, but they're flirting. It's kind of innately in them. Like, they're charming and they're just kind of ready to dabble in every little pot that kind of comes their way. Definitely, especially if you're in a relationship, it definitely can cause some issues because a Libra can just be seen as way too friendly, and if you're super possessive or not with that, you're gonna look at them like, why are you for everybody? Like, and sometimes I will say a Libra will cross a boundary here and there. Like, don't get me wrong. Also be a tad bit two-faced and fake. I'm sorry, I know you guys, but let's be real now. It's kind of two different things. Libras, a lot of the time they can see both sides of a situation. So like, say two of your friends are fighting, a Libra is the type to go over to friend one and be like, oh hey girl, like I definitely understand where you're coming from, and then go to friend B and be like, oh, I definitely get what you're saying. But in the process, friend A and B are probably talking shit about each other, which the Libra's not going to stop it, because the Libra lives for drama. Like, they live for the gossip. They don't like to be in the drama themselves though. They don't want to be the center of the drama. And a lot of the time, just because they can see both sides of the situation, it's seen as two-faced. I don't think it's necessarily intentional all the time, but let's be real. Literally will come to you and rant for ages about everything that they do not like that's going on with their lives, but they're not going to do anything about it. Any advice you give, they're not going to take it, and they're also going to be passive aggressive as hell with whoever they're having the problem with, and come off a tad bit conceited. I'm sorry, but it's true. Not everything is about you, Libra. Also, just looks wise, I think Libras know they're cute as hell. If you're a Libra, you know you fine. Like, at the end of the day, like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
but they do come off a little conceited sometimes because they know they're cute, okay? They know that they can flirt. They know they got that charm. You just kind of have to deal with it. Libras, last thing about Libras, they can be, and this is a strong word, Libras can be a tad bit manipulative. Ooh, I know, low blow, that probably hurt your chest a little bit. I think it's because they're so charming. They can definitely make something shake and turn it into their favor regardless of the situation. And I think sometimes they don't realize that they do it. They also use their charm to like get away with things, and a lot of the time some people might not even peep that they're doing it because a Libra is so charming. They're like, oh, okay, they were just so nice to me. Whole time they just finessed you out of 2 drinks and a table for your friends. Like, they're not really trying to be on that with you. Ooh, Cancer. And also, I'm talking about myself when I say this. I'm sorry, Cancers, don't be upset. But we are some crybabies, okay? I'm not gonna hold you. Sensitive, honey. Baby, you gotta grow some cojones. Okay, they try to deny it too. I feel like all the time Cancers are like, I'm not sensitive. What are you saying? I don't get offended by everything. Yes, you do. You do. It's okay. Own up to it. It's fine. You do. Do not take criticism well at all. Any type of criticism that you throw at a Cancer, it's like you're stomping on their puppy. It is like you are telling them that their euphoric, amazing ass world is definitely trash. Like their feelings are getting hurt in the process. Cancers are really overly nurturing. Like I always say that the Cancer is like the mom friend, and I love that about us. But at the same time, it's nurturing to a fault, because it's like Cancers are the type to like give their all. Honestly, Cancers are just so giving. Like they're just such naturally giving individuals, and somebody can literally show them over and over and over again that they're just taking from them and that they really don't give a fuck, and that they're not trying to like reciprocate that at all. And Cancers just don't want to accept that as being a thing, so then they just keep giving, but that resentment keeps building. They blow up, and then Cancers get a reputation of being crazy because they want to get, you know, revenge after they've done all of that for somebody. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, Cancer, you knew that person wasn't finna give back to you. Why did you keep giving? Like, you gotta reel it in. You gotta know when to stop. This is a key of advice for Cancers, okay? Takers don't have limits, okay? Givers are eventually going to run out of things to give. Takers are just going to take. They have no limits. So you, Cancer, have to understand when it is time to cut it off. When it is time to say, you know what? I done gave myself to this situation so much. They're not giving back. It's time to go, okay? And that's on period. Cancers have a reputation of like not speaking up for themselves and let things pile up. Then I get crazy and then I get emotional because my feelings are hurt. And it's the whole thing. So it's like, Cancers, you need to start speaking up for yourself, because people can't read your mind, honey. They can't. You have to speak up. You have to use your mouth to get what you want. Closed mouths don't get fed. First fire sign we're going to talk about is a Leo. Boy, do I have a love-hate relationship with y'all, okay? Literally love Leos, but also hate Leos. My sister is a Leo, which I mean, love her to death. And my ex was a Leo, and Leos love to be the center of attention. They can talk about themselves for days. I promise you, every Leo probably wants a self-bio film on Netflix where they don't want an actor to play them, they want to play them. Leos hate when somebody dislikes them. It does not matter if the Leo is in the wrong. They literally hate the concept of anybody not liking them. And moving on to my next point, because of that, it's rooted in a tad bit of insecurity. And I'm sorry, I'm not calling you insecure if you're a Leo, but a lot of Leos have this tendency to like want to be super loved by everybody because they're not fully, you know, together with their own self-esteem, so they need other people to constantly like boost them up, which I mean I get, but like Leos, you gotta find love in yourself, okay? You gotta fill up your own cup. Not everybody's gonna be there to cheer you on. Not everybody's gonna like you, okay? I hate to break it to you, but not every single person is gonna like you. You can't take everything so personally all the time. It's okay to not be super confident all the time. You don't have to, you know, put on this facade for everybody that you're this, that, and the third, when deep down inside you not feeling the best, okay? Like, it's okay. Leos love putting people on to things, which like I get, trust me, and I actually love that. I love getting put on to new things. Don't think I'm hating, okay? You guys have cool style, like y'all are cool people. But rebuttal on that point, y'all love to make it known to everybody that you put somebody on to something. Like say somebody plays a song in front of me and I'm like, okay, I messed with that, and I ask them what it is this, right? They get excited that they know something that you don't. Next time you out with the Leo and say y'all in front of some people and you know the song plays and you start rapping along, you start singing along because it's your jam now, like you like the song, they are like the first to be like, but who put you on though? It was me, right? I put you on. She didn't know this song before I put her on, y'all. So I want to let y'all know that I put her onto this song, and this is why she likes it, because of me, because I was the one who found it first. Leos have a tendency to be a tad bit toxic. I said it. And the reason being is that y'all hate taking accountability for anything. Even if you did something in the wrong, y'all struggle so hard with taking accountability for the fact that you made a mistake and that you messed up. Like deep down inside, I'm pretty sure they know they're in the wrong. They just don't want to take accountability for the fact that they're not this perfect angelic person that they like to present themselves as. So last thing about Leos, they hate when they feel like they're not in control, or when somebody else comes in and is like a little bit more dominant. They don't like that. Leos love being in control of themselves. They love being in control of their emotions. And the moment somebody comes in and makes them feel like they are not in control of their life anymore, they lose their shit. They lose it. They don't know how to act. They don't want any parts of it. A Virgo. I actually love Virgos. Virgos are fun. Y'all are a great time. My dad's a Virgo. My guy best friend is a Virgo. Love y'all. But y'all are some freaking divas. Like, I damn near feel like men Virgos are even more divas than the women are. Like, literally a Virgo, if they do not get their way, they are throwing a mini temper tantrum, and they are a-okay with making it known to every single person in the room that they are not satisfied with how things are going, because it is not the exact pinpoint, no rice grain out of order way that they think that things should be done. Virgos are also super OCD. My dad is one of the type of Virgos where it's like, if I leave a spoon in the sink after he just did the dishes, it's like World War III in the house. Virgos can also be a little harsh and like blunt, but a lot of the times the way that they can let you know can come out a little condescending. Hey bro, you're stupid. Why would you do that? Like, I'm giving you the keys to success. You sound stupid for thinking any other way, that my way is not your way. It's intended to be out of love. Ooh, baby. If a Virgo does not care, they don't care. They can be extremely unsympathetic. Be bothered by something. But if the Virgo does not care that you are bothered by something, oh baby, they have no sympathy. They don't care. They don't care. Virgos also hate being wrong. It could be the most little thing in the world, but if you tell a Virgo that they're wrong, they're gonna go out of their way to literally find the reason why they're right. And even if they aren't right and they figure out that they're not right, they're gonna make some excuses to why they initially or still believe that they're right. No, you were wrong. Goodbye. Like, oh, and last but not least with the Virgo. Baby, if you plan to date a Virgo, I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, but their ex is gonna be in the picture and you gotta get over it. Like, when a Virgo loves, baby. A ride or die, even if they are not together. They're the people that they love, oh, they keep them around just because they still love them. Which, I mean, is a cute concept, but like, if you're one of those insecure or just don't like when your boyfriend or girlfriend is from their ex, Virgo not for you, because they gonna do it regardless and they don't care. Period. The next sign is Aquarius. Literally love my sign so much. There's nothing wrong with us. I'm just kidding. We're literally crackheads. First and foremost, I think the biggest downfall with an Aquarius, we don't know how to process emotions. Genuinely, wholeheartedly, you put emotions in front of us and it is like staring at a completely foreign language that we've never even seen before in our life. And because of that, that makes us come off as like being detached or like we're emotionless. It's because we don't know how to process it, boo. Or if I'm feeling a way about something, it's hard for me to get the words to come out of my mouth, like genuinely, and I'm not even kidding. Even inside, I am feeling a shit ton of emotions, okay? I am feeling everything. I am like, oh my God, I'm so hurt, or I'm feeling this, or I'm feeling that. But when it comes to actually like verbally expressing what I'm feeling, it's as if the words just don't know how to come out of my mouth. That becomes an issue because you don't address things right away. So it's like you'll let the person talk the whole time, don't say anything, the person thinks it's fine, but you're just taking in everything, you're just taking in all of the information, you're going home analyzing it, then 2 days later you're like, okay, I just think it's funny how, and the person's like, bro, I thought we squashed this. And it's like, no, boo-boo, I'm not finished. I had to get my life together because I can't process my emotions right when I feel them, but when I can come back and let you know what's good, I'm gonna let you know what's good. Okay, somewhat of like a god complex. Like Aquarius is most definitely always think they're right about everything. And opinions, what are those? I didn't ask for them because I know mine is correct, and that's it. Also, Aquariuses always act like they don't care when we actually really do wholeheartedly care. But that's where the whole coming off detached situation happens. When something happens, we always like want to just be like, oh, I'm just charging it to the game. I promise you, deep down inside, oh, we care a lot. We're just not going to show you because we think it looks weak. Aquariuses love their space. If you're somebody who is super clingy, baby, an Aquarius isn't for you. You're not gonna like it because they're gonna want to go away. They're gonna want to dive into their little world, not be bothered by anybody, put themselves on do not disturb, and you're gonna have to deal with it. If an Aquarius feels like you are suffocating them, if an Aquarius feels like you are too clingy, honey, we are going ghost. Like poof, baby, we're gone. Out of all the signs, the Aquarius is most likely to ghost you. So Aquariuses can be slightly hypocritical. Ooh, I said it. Type to want you to do this, that, and the third for them, but like when it's time for them to do the exact this, that, and the third for you, it's like they're not doing it. It expects you to text them back wholeheartedly on time. Why are you waiting? But Aquarius is also the type to go ghost and not text you back for 3 days and then come back and act like nothing happened. Hypocritical, you know what I mean? It's Pisces. And it's funny, I just talked about being Aquarius because I think the reason why I don't like Pisces that much is because I'm an Aquarius. Very emotional. They're very emotionally intelligent, don't get me wrong. Pisces know how to process their emotions for the most part. Emphasis on for the most part. But Pisces are just very emotional, and they like to make things or issues out of like everything. Like every little thing that happens, it's an issue, it's a problem. The emotions are involved. Things that I might not consider that deep, they think it's that deep. Little situation that happens needs to be a big argument or fight, honey. Like, calm down. You're always at a 10 and I need you to be at a 2. Pisces just throw a lot of tantrums. They throw a lot of tantrums. They're super defensive. Whenever like they think that you're up to something, the defensiveness pops on super quick. They're always throwing little tantrums about every little thing that happens. I think that's my biggest thing with Pisces. I don't really have much to say about Pisces besides the fact that like y'all just be throwing temper tantrums. Y'all just be making something out of nothing, and it's just like, boo, relax. So Pisces have this weird habit, this weird habit of telling everybody their business and then getting mad when people know their business. Like, it genuinely baffles me because I've been friends with actually multiple different Pisces where they'll tell me all of the tea about their entire life while we're together. And then, or I'll tell them, you know, something that I heard about them and they're like,
how the fuck you know this? How? Hold on, bro. How? How you, I'm saying, how? Like, just talk to me, bro. You the police? Is you the FBI? CIA? What's you?
your business is out because you're letting it out. There's people on Facebook saying every little detail of their life, and they get mad when people know the details of their life. And I'm just like, honey, you can't be under the radar when you're the one spreading all the tea about yourself. Like, I'm confused. It's Sagittarius, and first of all, with a Sag, if you plan on dating a Sag, I wish you the best of luck because it is so hard to keep a Sagittarius's attention. They are so adventurous. They are ready for the world. They are ready for the next thing every 5 seconds. And I love that like thrill, which I mean, I love that for them. But if you're expecting to start dating a Sagittarius, you need to really hook them and keep them hooked on the little reel because honey, they will stray away. Pisces have this tendency of like not wanting to like deal with things right away. But because they don't want to deal with things, they kind of like keep pushing it down and down and down. And then they kind of start holding these like invisible grudges that like you don't know that they're holding because they didn't want to deal with it in the first place. One day it's going to explode and it's going to be an issue, but they just don't like to deal with things. That tendency of wanting to be like overly positive, which trust me, I love positivity, don't get me wrong, but in the process of being overly positive, they're avoiding, you know, discussing things that are bothering them, or that like when something's going on, like they don't want to deal with it because they want to be positive, like builds up and it's like, oh shit, like my life is in shambles right now because I was trying to be too positive. Like, it's okay for things to not always go your way, Sagittarius, all right? It's okay to take the negative and put it into a positive, but don't take the negative and just throw a positive on top of it and hope the negative is going to go away. And last thing with Sagittarius, stop trying to change everybody. Stop trying to be everybody's Lord and Savior. Stop trying to make sure that you are, you know, trying to get people in their lives together. It's not always your job, honey. It's not always your job. I hate to break it to you. I know you want to save everybody. I know you want to change people for the better. I know you see people's, you know, potential and you want to get them there. But like, it's one of those situations where it's like, you can take the gazelle to the pond, but you cannot make the gazelle drink the water. You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's only so much that you can do to help people. So sometimes y'all just got to learn to let go a little bit. Let's talk about Taurus, okay? I don't hate Tauruses, but y'all get on my nerves. I hate to break it to you, but one thing y'all are is annoying. Love you guys though. Y'all probably already know this about yourselves, but y'all don't like to admit it because guess what? You're stubborn, okay? Tauruses are literally the most stubborn sign. Oh my god, it's genuinely like want me to rip my hair out because y'all are just so freaking stubborn, and y'all don't like to admit you're stubborn, and that just proves the point that you're stubborn. Or no way, you don't want to hear a rebuttal, you do not want to hear anybody else's side of the story, you do not want to hear or understand why anybody else is upset. It's your way or no way because you're stubborn. You don't like to see it. It is damn near like you guys have goggles on that literally is Taurus vision, and it blocks out anybody else's ideas, visions, concepts, arguments, whatever the case may be, because you don't want to hear it. You're just stubborn. You want to do what you want to do and that's it. Which I mean is fine, but like, no, it's not fine. Like, I think the reason is because I'm an Aquarius, so I can also kind of like have a little bit of a God complex and think that like I'm always right in the situation, but you don't even want to even remotely acknowledge any other side or point of view. It's like literally mind-boggling to me, and I don't like it. Like, it's literally, I just can't. I can't. Tauruses also are a tad bit judgmental. I've actually met a lot of different Tauruses, and like they're very judgmental. Like they might not say it to your face, but if you're close to a Taurus, oh, they're gonna let you know that they are not messing with this girl's leave out. Like, they are gonna let you know that your boyfriend is ugly. They're gonna let you know that that skirt was super last season, okay? They're gonna let you know. A Taurus is super judgmental. I mean, they're genuinely super kind people, don't get me wrong, but like they definitely are just a little judgmental. Tauruses can also be a tad bit needy, and they don't like to admit it, but they can. They like their attention. They like, you know, when people are kind of checking in on them. They like when people are reassuring them. They like all of that, which is like fine, but like if you're not used to having to like always reassure somebody or like check in on them or whatever the case may be, they're not the ones for you. But like in the same way of them being stubborn, they don't like to accept help like at all. Like when they are drowning in problems or issues or whatever the case may be, they don't like asking other people for help. They can literally be drowning in a million things that they need to do, but they much rather do it by themselves, period. Like, Tauruses are definitely very like independent, which I love that about them. They're definitely very independent. They are all about their business, but like it's their business, and even if they do really need your help, they're going to be stubborn and not want to accept it. Sign is Gemini. I actually do enjoy Geminis as a friend. I would never date a Gemini. Never. And the reason being is because Geminis never ever know what they want. They don't know what they want, and you never know what side of a Gemini you're going to get. You could get, you know, the super loving, emotional, I love you so much, I care about you so much, let's cuddle and do this, that, and the third. Or you could get the super detached, you don't even know if they even like you anymore type of Gemini. They don't know what they want. They never know what they want. It was funny because I talked to a Gemini once, and I literally was like, yeah, Geminis just don't ever know what they want. And the person's response was, oh, we know what we want, it just changes a lot. Like I said, you never know what to expect. I mean, if you love a little surprise here and there, by all means, Gemini is the one for you. But if you're the one who likes, you know, stability, concrete, whatever the case may be, you might not like a Gemini. Geminis have a tendency to be they have a tendency to be a little rude or a little mean, but like to pass it off as like, oh, I was joking, when the whole time like you weren't joking, honey. We all know that was a little bit of a dig. Saying like a lot of the time I feel like Geminis like to be sly with their words, and they'll like throw a shot here or there, but like they don't expect you to peep it. And then if you do peep it, they're like, I was just joking, like it's not that bad. Whole time you was just throwing a shot. Own up to it if you gonna do it, okay? That's all I'm gonna say to you, Gemini. If you gonna talk that shit, back it up, okay? Also, Geminis can have a very like, I don't give a fuck, nonchalant energy or attitude, which like, I mean, by all means, you don't have to care, but like sometimes it's one of those moments where it's like you should be caring about the situation and you just want to come off super nonchalant about it, and like it's not always the most cool way to handle things, to say the least. Okay. And yeah, I mean, all in all with the Gemini, you just don't know what you're gonna get, okay? Literally everybody's like, oh, there's two sides of a Gemini. Trust and believe there are two sides. Damn near there's probably four sides. You never know what portion of a Gemini you're gonna get. You're just gonna get what you're gonna get whenever they want to give it to you, okay? And it's really it. You just have to deal with it. Let's talk about Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, first and foremost, y'all are possessive. Very possessive. You all believe that once you know, are there with somebody, you damn near own them. And it's not even possessive in the point where it's like dangerous or scary, but possessive in the point where it's like, even if it's just your friend and your friend gets a new friend, you're gonna be looking at your friend like, who is that? Like, when did she come in the picture? Who is that? I didn't approve of her being your friend, because I'm the best friend, because I'm Scorpio and I am the one who is the main one in the picture, not anybody else. So Scorpios blow things out of proportion, and they can come off as being crazy because they blow things out of proportion. Like a thing will be handled with a Scorpio, like say you get in an argument with a Scorpio, or like say they don't like something and they start yelling about it, and you handle it like you're okay, like this is it, like I'm ending it, like it's fine, whatever. The Scorpio will continue to go in on it because they just blow things out of proportion, and that makes them look crazy because it's like the situation isn't that deep, honey. Why are you still yelling about it? But at the end of the day, if a Scorpio is mad, a Scorpio is mad. A Scorpio is damn near a hothead. Them and like Aries are like the top two hotheads damn near of the zodiac chart, to me at least. Like, oh, don't expect a Scorpio to apologize first. Literally don't expect a Scorpio to apologize first. I'm sorry to break it to you, but they're not going to. That's really it. They're not going to. And I hate to say it, but like Scorpios can be a tad bit snake-like, okay? Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Like a snake. Y'all definitely be a little sneaky. Y'all can be definitely very suspicious a lot of the time, and sometimes it's like unwarranted. Like you don't need to be on that, like you don't need to have that energy, but like y'all, it's just damn near innately ingrained in your blood. Because y'all like to internalize y'all's feelings, y'all don't always like to be straight up about things. Will literally come up with the most extra excuses to avoid talking about what's really bothering you, and then like when it comes down to talking about it, it's like, okay, well, you did all of that for what?
But you did this for what? Why not? Why? Why not? Why though?
And also they can be just a little snake-like when it's time to like get their way about things. Like they're not afraid to like step on people's toes in the process to get what they need to get. Not all Scorpios. I just know some Scorpios are like that, where it's like they're not afraid to step on toes to get what they need to get when they need to get it, which can come off a little snake-like. Aries, okay? Aries, y'all are some hotheads, okay? I hate to break it to you, but y'all low-key got some anger issues, and especially when it comes to being in an argument with an Aries, expect to get your feelings hurt. They're not going to hold back. They're going to be very blunt, very straightforward. They'll be mean if they need to be mean because they feel so strongly about whatever they're arguing about. So it's like you have to be prepared to argue with an Aries and expect to get some low blows. Also, Aries can be very selfish and like picky about things. Like it's kind of like what they want and it's about them, and they're gonna do what they want to do, and it doesn't really matter who else in the building doesn't like it. They're still gonna do what they want to do. Have a tendency to be a tad bit emotionally detached unless they like really like you, but they definitely have a tendency to be a tad bit emotionally detached. They're not really about talking about their feelings or their problems or anything. You might not know if an Aries really likes you or not. So you guys, that is it for what I hate about your zodiac sign. I mean, I'm sorry if you were offended, but I mean, I offended us all. I even offended myself in it. And at the end of the day, sometimes it's good to hear your bad qualities so you can change them. If you guys enjoyed this video, or if you guys want more zodiac themed videos, definitely give me a comment and a thumbs up on this video. If you liked my channel and you like the content that I produce, please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me and it helps me out so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.